Homage to our most venerable teacher Bhante, our Pinmat Loku Swami Nohanse. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Venerable Bhantes in the monastery, dear Dhamma disciples, to go to our beautiful discourse in the evening, I will share something about the triple gem, the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha, based on the wonderful discourse given by the Supreme Buddha. The name of the sutta is Aggappasāda Sutta, foremost faith, Aggappasāda. We will talk about this beautiful sutta later. To go to the discourse, let me share a beautiful story about the confidence that arose in the mind of a beautiful man. And that was maybe the seed that ripened to get enlightened under the Supreme Buddha's guidance in this Buddha's dispensation. That was an enlightened monk called Sirimanda. This Sirimanda, when he was coming through the sansaric journey, recollecting the good merits and fulfilling the wholesome qualities, he was reborn in Himalayas. He was reborn actually in a city, and he became an ascetic later and started living as an ascetic in the Himalayas, in a forest monastery. He had 84,000 pupils, 84,000 followers as ascetics in the Himalayas. And this is not in this dispensation. This is a long ago, before this Supreme Buddha. There was a Supreme Buddha called Padumuttara, and before that too. And then when he was meditating, maybe from his knowledge, maybe from the concentration he developed through the meditations, he knew about the qualities of the Supreme Buddha. The Buddhas are like this. Buddhas have amazing qualities. Buddhas have amazing body signs on their bodies. Buddhas have extraordinary appearance to the world. Buddhas have unsurpassing compassion to the world for the living beings. Such a way he knew about the qualities of the Supreme Buddha. But you know that he didn't have Dhamma. He didn't have a Buddha's dispensation. Buddha was about to be reborn in the human world. But before that, this man was in the forest with these 84,000 followers. With the confidence he had arose in his mind, he built up a sand stupa nearby a river. With sand, he built a stupa. And he thought, stupa, you know the stupa. When you come to the monastery, you can see a beautiful stupa. Rose from the earth to the sky, and it's like shining forth in the 10 directions. The Buddha's relics enshrined for the gods, for the human beings, for the heavenly beings. Out of compassion, the stupa is available in the monastery. In a way, he built a stupa. He built a stupa nearby the river, on the river bank. And from the forest, he plucked so many beautiful fragrant flowers. And he brought and decorated the stupa, around the stupa, and he spread white sand around, and he offered these flowers and worshipped, paid his respect. This, may my homage be to the supremely enlightened being, supremely enlightened Buddha, as thinking about the qualities of the Supreme Buddha, he worshipped. That was a deep meditation actually he had about the recollecting the qualities of the Blessed One. And all the other the 84,000 followers came to him and questions, "Oh, our teacher, what are you doing here? Is there any powerful, mighty God that you pay your respect, or anything that we do not know? Please teach us. Please explain what you are doing." And he said, uh, I am worshipping the Supreme Buddha. The Supreme Buddhas are the encompassing people in the world. Out of compassion, they come to this human world and preach noble truths for the human beings and for the heavenly beings to understand, to release from this suffering. And then he said that Buddhas have 32 special marks on the body, and his eyes are like blue, big eyes like a calf. During they are going about, those Buddhas look at just a yoke ahead. They do not directly see the distance. No noise their knees make. So I'm reading about the qualities. None of the joints of the body is heard. So this is something very new. When the Buddhas move, he doesn't make any noise. Just lifting their legs, they go. First, their right foot they keep when they start their journey. This is the habit of Buddhas. So this ascetic, this Brahmin, as a hermit, he preaches about the Supreme Buddha to the 84,000 disciples, 84,000 followers. Those Buddhas are fully fearless, like fearless lions, king of the beasts in the forest. They are not afraid. They do not fear. Free from pride, free from ego, high and low, whatever they eradicated. They are equal among all creatures. Buddhas never extol themselves. They do not overpraise about themselves. This is the nature of the Supreme Buddhas. Arising also, those self-awakened Buddhas show the light. When the Buddhas are born in this world, the entire universe is eliminated. Even in the hell being can see the other hell beings. They are also suffering being born in the hell. They see with the light. When the Buddhas are born, when the Buddhas get their enlightenment, so they see, because the hell is extremely dark and no light, and they do not see the other beings are suffering as themselves too. But with the light, when the Buddhas are born, they see, oh, these beings are also suffering like me. They see each other. They make the quake in 6 sorts of manners when they are born. They see hell also, which then can come to be cool. Such a beautiful thing. Heavy showers of rain pours down. This is the nature of Buddhas. Like this like are the great elephants among men, peerless and fully famous. In complexion, they are unsurpassed. That's how he explained about the Supreme Buddha when he pays the homage to the stupa. So this hermit, this ascetic, being in the forest with this large number of followers, at the end of his lifespan, maybe he was very old, he did this. And then he started sitting there nearby the stupa and meditating. And then the entire the surrounding, the environment started becoming something really special, which is like blooming flowers, and then breathing, the breeze and everything became a little change. And then the followers came to this teacher and questioned, what is this difference? This entire surrounding, the world became very impressive, beautiful. And he said that it is the time the Bodhisattva came down from the to see the heavenly world, to become the Supreme Buddha on the end. You go to the Supreme Buddha and listen to the Dhamma, but it's not the time to me. I will die because I'm at the end of my life. So he passed away and born to a Brahma world, born to a heavenly world. And until our Supreme Buddha, Buddha Gautama, is born in this human world, he was enjoying the heavenly pleasures being born in the heavenly world. And when the Buddha started preaching the noble Dhamma in this human world, the Gautama Supreme Buddha, he was reborn here into a very rich family, in a Brahmin family in India, and went forth into homelessness under the guidance of the Supreme Buddha. He became a monk and get enlightened. He got enlightened. His name was Sirimanda. If you read the Thera Gatha, you can see a beautiful two gathas about his experience, about his enlightenment as well. So this is an amazing story. What's the message that we can take from this beautiful story? So this ascetic, this hermit, being in the Himalayas, he had that confidence. The Buddhas are like this. Buddhas are amazing. They have amazing body signs on their bodies. With that knowledge, he built up his confidence. He built up his faith. He built up his pleasant feeling in his mind towards the Supreme Buddha. That was the way that he collected lots of good merit to get enlightened in the Gautama Supreme Buddha's dispensation. But everyone, he didn't have the relics enshrined inside the stupa. He didn't have anything special from the Supreme Buddha enshrined inside the stupa. But he had the confidence fully filled his mind, the confidence and the faith towards the Supreme Buddha, even though he did not know about the Dhamma. But that good merit was very, very, very powerful for him to come to this human world and to become an Arahant Bhante in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. So it's not like you have the Dhamma, the pure Dhamma preached by the Supreme Buddha. Pure Dhamma to get enlightened, to understand the real status of this life, the reality of this life, the real situation of the danger in the samsara. You have this Dhamma. And then the path to practice to be free from all the sufferings in the samsara. Not only that, you have beautiful stupas everywhere. You have the relics of the Blessed One. You have Sangha. You have Buddha, his teachings, his stupa, the relics and everything, the Bodhi trees and everything. And you have the pure Dhamma preached by the Supreme Buddha everywhere. And you have Sangha to give you the pure Dhamma of the Blessed One for your benefit and happiness and release from the suffering. So you have these triple gem. You have many, many ways of collecting good merits too. So you are very lucky. You are really, really lucky and fortunate to meet these three kinds of things. What are these three kinds of foremost things? Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. Okay, so when you make your mind pleasant toward these three kinds of foremost things, Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, you have that faith for the foremost things, and then the good merit you collect is foremost, powerful, and very strong. And the result you gain for the good merit you collect by being confident in the Supreme Buddha is also powerful and mighty. So this is the story I share before we come to the Sutta. And this is the Sutta I share with you today. Did you like the story?
my sons.
Very good. Yes, everybody. This is the Sutta discourse available on Itiuttaka. Itiuttaka. Itiuttaka, that's have I heard. Aggappasāda Sutta. Agga, you know, Agga is the highest or the foremost. Pasada is the confidence or the pleasant mind or the faith. Aggappasāda Sutta, the supreme confidence. Maybe the first part is given to Subodh to read this part.
This Aggappasāda Sutta. This discourse was taught by the Blessed One, taught by the Arahant, the fully enlightened Supreme Buddha. This is as I heard.
And then next part is for Dinu.
My sons. Monks, there are three supreme objects of confidence. What are the three?
What are the three? Pabodha. This is for you.
My son answered. Monks, whatever beings exist, whether footless, two-footed, or four-footed, with form or without form, percipient or non-percipient, or neither percipient nor non-percipient, of these the Tathagata Arahant and fully enlightened is considered supreme. Monks, those who have confidence in the Buddha have confidence in what is supreme. For those with the confidence in the Supreme, the result is supreme.
This is the teacher that we went for refuge. We take refuge in the Supreme Buddha. So this is what the Buddha himself explained about the Supreme Buddha. How monks, whatever beings exist, any in the entire universe, whether footless, who are the footless beings you have in this world, maybe serpents, right? Maybe worms, maybe whatever, maybe physical that we see or not. Two-footed, like humans, maybe like birds, maybe like whatever. Or four-footed, what is that? Maybe like dogs, cats, cows, or any other sentient beings. With form or without form. Do you understand it? Form is this physical body. With a physical body like this, or without a physical body like this. Maybe like Brahma being, maybe ghost or whatever. We cannot explain that anyways. Form or formless. Brahmas, like they have very light form or maybe like light or something. Percipients or non-percipients, which is like some Brahma beings, they live in their Brahma worlds, like they do not have perception. They have that perception, but they do not open it, which is called in Pali. Actually, I have the Pali text that too. It's good to chant actually with me. tayo me bhikkhave Aggappasāda katami tayo yavata bhikkhave satta apadava dipadava
Satta apadava dipadava
catupadava
tupadava
bahupadava
bahupadava
rupinova
rupino
arupinova
arupino va
sanyinova
sannino va
asannyinova
asannino va
neva sanyana sanyinova
neva sannani sannino va
one more time neva sanyana sanyinova
neva sannani sannino va
tathagato te sang aggamakkhayati
Tathagato Desham Aggamakkhayati
arahang samma sambuddho
Araham Samma Sambuddho
ye bhikkhave buddhe pasanna
Ye Bhikkhave Buddhe Pasanna
agge te pasanna
Aggete Pasanna
agge khopana pasannanam
Agge Kopana Pasannanam
aggo vipako hoti.
Aggo Vipako Hoti.
Very good. So this is the word that sanyinova. Sanyinova. Maybe they have perception. Maybe they have perception. They know about the world. They can open their minds. They think. But some sentient beings, they do not open their perception. That's why they say that percipient or non-percipients, right? So see the amazing wisdom of the Supreme Buddha. With that wisdom he saw. And next, neva sanya na sanyinova. Va means or you say, neva sanya na sanyinova, which is like neither percipient nor non-percipients. Maybe they have perception or maybe they have not perception. These are the beings. So, like we only see the humans, we only see the animal beings, and without human beings and animal beings, we do not see with our own eyes any sentient being in the on the earth. But with the wisdom of the Supreme Buddha, it's not like this. He knew everything. See, neither percipients or non-percipients. Okay. Tathagato tesang aggamakkhayati. Tathagata, you know this word. Tathagata is the fully awakened Buddha, the fully enlightened Buddha. It's a different term that we use for, actually the Buddha himself, he said to him, the Buddha, Tathagata tesang aggamakkhayati. Among all these sentient beings, of those Tathagata Arahant, the fully enlightened, is considered supreme. Did you get? Among the humans, among heavenly beings, among Brahma beings, among this entire universe, the Buddha is supreme. Buddha is foremost. There is no one equal to the Supreme Buddha. There is no even similar to the Supreme Buddha. The Buddha is the highest. Also, the Sakka's teacher is the Supreme Buddha, the heavenly world. Maybe the Brahma's teacher is the Supreme Buddha, supremely enlightened Buddha. Monks, so you know that, okay? And monks, those who have confidence in the Buddha, this is very important. If you make your mind faithful and pleasant in the wisdom of the Supreme Buddha. Buddha have confidence in what is supreme, that your Shraddha is about the supreme thing, the Supreme Buddha. So when you have that Shraddha, for those with confidence in the Supreme, the result is supreme as well. So when you get this beautiful Shraddha into your mind, the result is also supreme. That's what the Buddha explained about himself. See, among the entire the living beings, the sentient beings, the Buddha is foremost. Buddha is supreme. Buddha is the highest. No one is equal to the Buddha rather than the other Supreme Buddhas. But when you have this confidence in the Supreme Buddha, the merit is also very powerful, and the result you gain for the good merit is also supreme. If I share another story with you, maybe this is very well-known story about a poor boy called Mattakundali. Do you know this story? Mattakundali is a very poor boy, but his mind was very open to think about the Supreme Buddha. When the Buddha came to him, he made his mind very pleasant, and then the good merit was very powerful. Mattakundali is a boy who was born into a very rich family, and then his father was a Brahmin. But he was very greedy, stingy. Even he did not want to spend any money to the son. So when he was born in the Buddha's time, they make the earrings to the kids, even for the boys. They decorate their ears with the rings. But he did not go to a goldsmith to make 2 earrings for the boy. Why? Because he was really scared to spend any money. So for that, he took some pieces of gold, and he himself made that 2 earrings and wore on the ears of this small boy. But they are not like beautiful, they are not like good carvings, they are not like shining. Because of this, it's not like soft, it's not like smooth, it's not like well done. Because of these 2 earrings, Mattakundali, Kundala is the earring actually. This boy was called Mattakundali. So that he has earrings which is not very soft. Mattakundali. That became his name eventually. Mattakundali. Because of the greediness of his father. But his father has some good qualities too, because he loved this boy, even though he was very stingy. That boy was very sick at the age of 16 because he had that malnutrition or something. You said that again? Malnutrition. Okay. So now he had that illness. Now he is in the house, but he did not take any medication from the doctors to this son, the father. Why? He thinks that, oh, if I go to a doctor, I would have to spend lots of money. Even though he was very rich, he did not spend any money. So eventually, his sickness was very serious. And Mattakundali's mother came to the Adinapubbaka, his father, and said, your father is not good. Your father is, your son is very ill. Better to go to a doctor for some medications. So now he opened his eyes. Yes, this is true. I should go to a doctor and bring some medications, he thought. And he went to a doctor, but not without his son. Without his son, he went to the doctor and said, He said some symptoms to the doctor. If someone has this kind of symptom, this kind of symptoms, what can you give as a medication? If you say, he questioned the doctors. Like he goes to the doctors and said, if someone has this kind of the illness, this kind of pain, this kind of symptom, what would you recommend or something? He questioned. The doctors knew that, oh, this is a cunning man. He is asking some medications without spending money. So we should give something serious. We should give something wrong to him. And then they said, you should make this, you should make this, you should make this and that for that illness. So he doesn't know about the medication. He comes home, makes this pulp or something, then and then the juice and everything, and he gives to this son. This is not the perfect real medication. So that illness became very serious eventually because the medication was wrong. You understand? Now he is about to die. Mata Kundali was serious. His illness is not cured. Now, the father, Adina Buddha, was scared. If this boy dies in the middle of this house, people will come and see him and they might see the wealth I have. I have gold, I have silver, I have this kind of furniture in my home and this and that. If they come and see this, they might start blaming me. This man is very rich. Even though he has lots of money, he didn't spend any money for the illness of this boy. He was thinking, and then what he did was he took the son with the bed and he kept that bed in the backyard, not inside the house. Now Mata Kundali was lying on the bed. He cannot move. He cannot even stand up. He cannot eat. He cannot do anything. He cannot speak. Only thing that he can was he can open his eyes because he was really weak. Buddha, out of his great compassion, he rose up from the meditation and looked about the world. Is there anyone else who needs my help today? So with the net of the compassion of the Supreme Buddha, he noticed Mata Kundali. Mata Kundali is the one who is very fortunate to make his mind confident in the Supreme. So out of compassion with Sangha, Buddha came to Mata Kundali's house. Now, if the Buddha preaches any Dhamma, he cannot hear, he cannot listen because he was very weak. So instead, Buddha sent a bright light with 6 colors, blue, red, yellow, white, purple, and not purple, the orange, these the illuminating colors. And then Mata Kundali was lying down, facing the wall, but he did not see the path that the Buddha was coming. So the Buddha sent this light to the wall, and then the entire wall was illuminated with the aura of the Supreme. He opened his eyes and he was thinking, oh, this light is amazing, bright and brilliant. Who is this? What is this amazing color that I have never seen before? So he moved his head and looked at the road, and then the Buddha was standing. Buddha was standing with his extraordinary body signs, like a golden picture, like he has big eyes, like blue, like a calf, and then his hands are very long that he can touch the knees without bending, and his his skin is like pure gold, bright and very soft. So he saw the Buddha's picture. With Sangha he was standing. He thought, even though my father does not love me, Buddha loves me. Even though no one loves me, Buddha came to visit me, Buddha came to see me. Even though no one pays attention on me, Buddha is someone who paid attention on me. Buddha is beautiful, compassionate, and loving, and kind, and wise. And he made his hand. Now he cannot move his hand. Anyways, he made his mind confident in the Supreme Buddha. But the Buddha is amazing. Buddha is my teacher. He made his mind. And on the deathbed, now he's dying. On the deathbed, he was thinking, oh, the Buddha is my teacher, and Buddha is compassionate. He doesn't hate anyone else. As the Buddha's Dhamma, I should not have any anger towards my father, even though he did not bring me the good medication, even though he did not feed me. I should pay my compassion. I should have my loving kindness towards my father. He made his mind dying. If he dies with that defilement, like anger or maybe hatred towards his father, he might be born in hell because of the bad merit he collected. But now his mind is peaceful, confident, and strong. He died. He died with the confident mind towards the Supreme Buddha. So the Buddhas are compassionate people. So by the power of this compassion, by the power of this compassion of the Supreme Buddha, this small boy was fortunate to make his mind pleasant, and he was reborn in the Tao Things heavenly world, the second heavenly world. When he was reborn in the heavenly world, he thought that, oh, this is such an amazing happiness I gained. What was the good merit I collected? Then he thought that he saw that when I was in the human world, I was a poor boy called Mattakundali. My father is Adinna Pubbaka. He was stingy. He was very greedy. He did not feed me. Now, my father, out of love towards me, he is crying now, being in the cemetery near my dead body, near my, maybe the cremation thing. He was crying. Now Mattakundali was thinking, oh, my father loves me. He is crying near my cremation place. So with that love, Mattakundali as a deva came to the cemetery. And that was something really good that happened. Sitting as a, he possessed, he appeared as a human, as a little boy, and sitting by the side of that cremation place, he started crying too. He was crying. Now Adinna Pubbaka is crying for the son. His son died before, maybe a few days ago. Now Adinna Mattakundali Deva also sitting somewhere else, he was crying too. And that man, Adinna Pubbaka, was curious about this son, came to him. Now he doesn't know that that was his son. This is a Deva. And he came nearby and questioned, oh dear son, beautiful son, why are you crying here, sitting alone in this cemetery? What are you looking for? What do you want? And then this Mattakundali Deva says, as a boy, he says, I am crying for something else. If someone can give that, maybe they can please me. So what do you want? Adinna Pubbaka question. I have a cart, a chariot made out of gold. This is a gold cart, but it doesn't contain two wheels. I need two wheels for my cart. Did you get? I need two wheels for my cart. That's why I am crying. I am crying for these two wheels. Then Adinapubbaka, he made his heart very soft towards this boy. Oh, my son died. I have no children now. I have no kids. I should help this son. I can give two wheels for the cart of this small boy, he thought. And he questioned, oh, I can give you two wheels for your cart. How do I make it? I can make you golden wheels. I can make you maybe the wheels out of silver or maybe gems. How do you want it? He said, no, I don't want these two wheels. I don't want golden wheels. I don't want silver wheels. I don't want gems made out of gems wheels. Then what do you want? How do you want your wheels for your cart? I need the moon and I need the sun as wheels for my car. Moon and sun as wheels for the car. Can you use the moon and the sun for the wheels of your car?
Answer no.
What is it?
No, son answer.
You cannot. And Adinapubbaka says, his father says, oh, stupid boy, you cannot take the sun and the moon for your cart because you cannot take it. You cannot touch the moon and sun. How can you take the moon and sun for your wheels? And then this small boy, the Deva, he questioned, I am crying for the moon and sun. What are you crying for? He said, I am crying for my son. He is dead. He is gone. He is cremated. Then the small boy says, I am crying for something that I can see. You and me can see. The sun and moon is visible. They are visible. I am crying for that. But you are crying for something that we cannot see. Your son is gone. He is dead. Who is more stupid, you or me? I am crying that we can see, but you are crying that we cannot see. Even we can see that I am crying for. Who is more stupid? He thought that this is boy very wise. Adinapubbaka thought, this is not a human. This should be a deva. So he said, dear son, you opened my eyes. I'm really stupid. I'm crying that we cannot take anyways. My son is dead and he never comes back. But I'm crying. You are really wise and you opened my eyes. Who are you? He questions. And then Mata Kundali said, I am your son dead. I became a deva. I became a heavenly being. That man was super amazed. How did you become a deva? You have not collected any good merit when you were at home. You did not practice Dhamma. You did not give anything. You were not virtuous. So how did you become a deva? I don't believe. That's real, right? That's real. But he did not do anything good to become a deva. And he said, I made my mind pleasant towards the Supreme Buddha. The Buddha came to me, and that was the opportunity that I collected good merit to become this kind of in a heavenly world. And then he said, the Mata Kundali Deva said, you should make your mind pleasant towards the Supreme Buddha. You should go for refuge to the triple thing. and you should practice the Dhamma if you want to become like me, he said. And then Adinnapubbaka, his father, he said, yes, I can believe you and I will give dana to the Supreme Buddha. And he went to the monastery and invited the Buddha headed with the Sangha for alms food in his home. And he made beautiful, delicious alms food for the Supreme Buddha and Sangha. And he offered dana. And on that moment, Adin Mattakundali Deva. And after dana, Adinnapubbaka questions the Supreme Buddha, the Blessed One. Is that true? If someone makes their minds towards the Supreme Buddha pleasant, that can go to the heavenly world after that? Can someone do this? Can someone go to the heavenly world by making their minds pleasant towards the Blessed One? The Buddha said, yes, you can see that with your own eyes. That moment, Mattakundali came down from the heavenly world and appeared as a Deva, bright and brilliant and beautiful, mighty, and said, yes, I am Mattakundali, made my mind pleasant towards the Supreme Buddha, and was born like this. And the Buddha preached the beautiful Dhamma to everyone. And many heavenly beings, many human beings were fortunate to become stream entrance, actually the fruits of the path in the Supreme Buddha's Dhamma. Many people, many devas were fortunate. I do not actually remember the number. Maybe thousands of people were fortunate to understand the Dhamma by listening to the supreme words of the Buddha. At the moment that Mattakundali was lying with sickness, if he dies without confidence of the Supreme Buddha, he might be fallen in hell. But out of compassion, the Buddha went there and he was fortunate to make his mind confident. Because that's why everyone, you learned something like this. The Buddhas, so monks, those who have confidence in the Buddha, have confidence in what is supreme. You understand that the Mattakundali had the confidence in the Supreme Buddha. For those with confidence in the Supreme, that confidence was supreme. The result is supreme. What was the result he gained? Hiru. What was the result he gained, Mattakundali gained, for the confident in his mind?
He was reborn in the Taotinsa heaven with lots of luxury.
And then, not only that, he was fortunate to understand the Dhamma. He became Sotapanna.
And also he escaped from the bad world and he was reborn in a good world.
He was reborn in a good world. And not only that, actually, because he was reborn in the heavenly world, he helped many people. He helped his father. If he is not reborn in the heavenly world as Mattakundali Deva, he is not able to help his father. So the father goes to hell after death. And he goes to hell after death. So the result is, that's why the Buddha says, for those with confidence in the Supreme Buddha, in the Supreme, the result is supreme. The result is absolutely supreme. So this is, everyone, the wealth we have. It's not something physical. It's not something that you can buy with your money. The confidence, Shraddha, it's not something that you can order online. No, you cannot do that. The confidence you can gain by reading the real word of the Supreme Buddha. and listening to the Dhamma and association the noble friends. Huh? And then with a good heart, you worship the Supreme Buddha. You offer things to the Supreme Buddha. Hmm? Remember the story of Sirimanda Rahatan Wahanse? Out of the confidence, he made a sand stupa nearby the river and worshipped. Okay. Vimal and Nitil, this is for you to read. The second part, the foremost second part.
Monks, whatever things exist, whether conditioned or unconditioned, passion-free Nibbana is considered supreme. It is the ending of intoxication, extinguishing the thirst of the defilements, the uprooting of desire, the termination of the cycle of rebirths, the destruction of craving. It is dispassion, cessation, Nibbana. Monks, those who have confidence in passion-free Nibbana, have confidence in what is supreme. And for those with confidence in what is supreme, the result is supreme.
The result is supreme. This is about the Dhamma. Huh? Yes, this is the Dhamma. Dhamma, free Nibbana considered supreme. It is the ending of the intoxication. So ending of the suffering, ending of the cycle of rebirth. Monks, those who have confidence in the passion-free Nibbana, passion-free Dhamma, have confidence in the supreme. Now, and for those who with confidence in what is supreme, the result is supreme too. Artinya, with your hands, Yavata bhikkhave dhamma. Everybody, Yavata bhikkhave dhamma.
Yavata bhikkhave dhamma.
Sankhitava asankhitava.
Sankhitava sankhitava.
Virago te sang aggamakayati.
Virago te sam aggamakayati.
Yadidang madanim madano.
Yadidam adinim madano.
Pipasa vinayo.
Vipasa vinayo.
Alaya sammugato.
Alaya sammugato.
Vattu paccedo.
Vattu pachedo.
Anhakkayo.
Tanhakayo.
Virago.
Virago.
Nirodho.
Nirodho.
Nibbanang.
Nibbana.
Ye bhikkhave virage dhamme pasanna.
Ye bhikkhave virage dhamme pasanna.
Agge te pasanna.
Agge te pasanna.
Agge ko pana pasannanam.
Agge ko pana pasannanam.
Aggo vipako hoti.
Aggo vipako hoti.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So if you have a good feeling about the Dhamma, that faith is foremost and supreme, and the result you gain for the good merit is also supreme. So when you see Dhamma, when you see maybe anything, a paper, maybe a book or whatever, you see with the Dhamma, with the word of the Supreme Buddha, do not disrespectful for that. Do not keep books here and there, right? Keep your books respectfully. If it is a CD player or maybe as a pen drive with Dhamma. Do not keep that here and there, because that's Dhamma. Dhamma is very, very rare in this world. After a long period of time, Buddhas are born in this human world and preaches Dhamma out of compassion. This is very rare. You know how many animal sentient beings are there in the world? Maybe in your garden, in your backyard, how many animals, the small creatures are there? Countless number of animals that they have. In the ocean, in the sky, on this earth, they die even without hearing a word of Dhamma. They die empty-handed. They die to a bad realms because they do not have Dhamma. How many human beings are there in this world that have not listened to even one word of the Supreme Buddha in this world? They have no opportunity. They have no chance to collect good merit, to make their minds faithful. So that's something happened in our lives too during the endless journey of samsara. We came through this samsara not listening to the Dhamma. When we are born in bad realms, we have no Dhamma. So Dhamma is very, very, very rare. So we were lucky. So that's why we should be very respectful to the Dhamma. So when we respect the Dhamma, that's the way that we can take this Dhamma to our heart. Not by mere chanting, not by mere memorizing the Dhamma. We should have that respect. With respect, we should chant, we should read, we should listen, we should practice. That's the way that we gain the result of the Dhamma. That's why the Buddha again says, so if someone has confidence in the supreme teachings of the Supreme Dhamma, their mind has something supreme, and then the result they gain for the good merit is also supreme. Next is for Raymond and Janet.
Yes, Bhante.
Both of you.
Monks.
Maybe sharing.
Monks.
Among whatever communities or groups exist, the community of the noble disciples of the Tathagata is considered supreme. They are the 4 groups of noble disciples when taken as pairs, and the 8 when taken as individuals. This community of disciples of the Buddha is worthy of gifts, of hospitality, of offerings, and of reverential salutation. They are the unsurpassable field of merit for the world. Monks, those who have confidence in the community of disciples of the Buddha have confidence in what is supreme. And for those with confidence in the Supreme, the result will be the Supreme.
Oh, very good reading. Okay, the Pali. Yavata bhikkhave sangha.
Yavata bhikkhave sangha.
Okay. Yavata bhikkhave sanghava.
Yavata bhikkhave sanghava
Ganava.
Ganava
Tathagata savaka sangho.
Tathagata savaka sangho
Tesang agamakkayati.
Tesang agamakkayati
Yadidang chattari purisa yugani.
Yadidam chaddai purisa yugani
Atta purisa puggala.
Atta purisa puggala
Esa bhagavato savaka sangho
Esa bhagavato savaka sangho
Ahuneyo pahuneyo
Ahuneyo pahuneyo
Dakhineyo anjali karaniyo
Dakineyo anjali karniyo
Anuttarang punyakhetang lokassa
Anuttaram punyaketam lokasa
Ye bhikkhave sanghe pasanna
Ye bhikkhave sanghe pasanna
Agge te pasanna
Agge te pasanna
Agge ko pan pasanna nang
Agge ko
Aggo vipako hoti
Aggo vipako hoti
Ime ko bhikkhave Tayo aggappasādati.
Tayo Aggappasādati.
Good. So, sadhu, sadhu. Among whatever communities or group exist, how many people are there in the world? Maybe in the universities, communities, maybe in NASA, we said in companies, maybe among human beings, maybe among heavenly beings. There are many communities in the world. The community of the noble disciple of the Tathagata is considered supreme. What is the community of the Tathagata? Including the Arahant Venerable Bhantes, including the Venerable nuns who became enlightened, who became Arahant, who attained the fruits of the path, like Sariputta Venerable Arahant Bhante, Mahamoggallana Venerable Arahant Bhante, Mahakassapa Venerable Arahant Bhante, Anuruddha Venerable Arahant Bhante. They are the 4 groups of noble disciples. You know, when you pay your veneration, so Sotapanna, the disciples who practice to become Sotapanna, and the Sotapanna disciples. And then the next pair of Sangha is those who practice to become Sakadagami and Sakadagami disciples. And the next pair, those who practice to become Anagami, and then the Anagami disciples. And those who practice to become enlightened, maybe to Arahant, and the Arahant ones. These are the 4 pairs of the Sangha. And when taken as pairs, the 8 when they taken as individuals. How do you get it? Those who practice to become Sotapanna and Sotapanna. Those who practice to become Sakadagami and Sakadagami. Those who practice to become Anagami and Anagami, who achieved the Anagami fruitiness. Those who practice to become Arahant and the Arahant ones. Altogether 8. This community of disciples of the Buddha is worthy of gifts. Worthy of gifts means you can give 4 kinds of things to the Mahasangha: alms, food, robes, and medicine, and lodging. And you can make merit by giving these gifts to Mahasangha. Of hospitality, if they come, if they visit your family, you can treat them, you can feed, you can wash their feet, you can make a seat for the Mahasangha, you can offer a glass of water, you can offer drinks, you can offer food, you can offer things to make merit. Of offerings, when you visit the monks, you can give the 4 kinds of things to Mahasangha too. And reverential salutations, they are worthy of reverential salutations. You can pay your venerations, you can bow to Mahasangha. That's what you gain good merits. And that's your refuge you went for, Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, including the Venerable Arahant monks, recollecting the qualities you pay this veneration. They are the unsurpassable field of merit for the world. When you give something, field of merit is a good expression actually. Field of merit. If you put one seed in the field, it grows and gives you many. In the same way, when you give something to Mahasangha, you gain much more than you give. That's why the field of merit, it's the field. Field, the field is that the place that you grow something, and then the harvest you gain is more than you sow. So monks, those who have confidence in the community of disciples of the Buddha, have confidence in what is supreme. That confidence is for the supreme thing. That confidence is supreme. And for those who confidence in the supreme result will be the supreme. The good merit, the result is also supreme. So if I share a story again from Vimanavath. So this was about our Mahamoggalana Venerable Bhante. Mahamoggalana Venerable Bhante was, he visits the heavenly world to collect information from the heavenly beings, and he comes to the human world and he shares the information he collected. For what? To make the people, to encourage people to practice this Dhamma, to collect good merit. Maybe after that they can be born in a heavenly world like that too. So this was about a boy, and he is someone who takes care of a herd of cattle, but the cattle is not for him. He works for a man, a rich man. He works there. One day, when he was going with the herd of cows to the field to feed them with grass and water and things, he brings something for his lunch, maybe in a bag that put in his pocket or something. He goes with the cattle. That day, when he was going to the field with the herd of cows, someone was coming. He was curious. That was a beautiful monk. He is like a blue lotus flower. What is it? Who is this Venerable Bhante? Our most venerable Mahamoggalana Arahant Bhante was coming, going around his arms round with the alms bowl in his hand. Now the Bhante was coming towards him. He was curious. What can I offer? Every day I go on this road with the herd of cattle to the meadow, but I do not see any monks. I do not meet any venerable Bhantes when I go with the cows. But today I have Sangha. Sangha is coming towards me for my benefit and happiness. He was so happy. But what can I offer? Do I have something? When he was thinking about something, all of a sudden he thought about the food that he had for his lunch. That was 2 pieces of pittu, wrapping with a piece of cloth. He is bringing, and then the Bhante was coming towards him little by little, closer to him. And he was thinking, yes, I should offer this food for Mahasangha. Thinking about the qualities. Maybe he doesn't know much about Mahasangha. Thinking about, oh, this Venerable Bhante, peaceful, calm, looks so wise and intelligent. I should offer. He took the parcel to his hand and he looked around. When he looked around, he noticed that his cattle, maybe 1,000 cattle, thousands of cattle, scattering, going here and there without his attention. They are like running here and there and about to jump into a field. If they eat the field, what would happen? Maybe the king would punish him. Maybe the owner of the cattle will punish him. Maybe he will be fired. Or maybe the owner of the field will punish him and fine him. Now what can he do? He was thinking about the dana. Can I give this dana to Mahasangha or running to stop the cows? He thinks that I should offer this dana no matter what. And he took the 2 pieces of fittu into his hand, went to the Bhante. May this dana be offered to Mahasangha, he kept. Before coming towards him, the Bhante was a little far, and he kept that dana and ran away to stop the cattle. When he was running fast to stop the cattle, all of a sudden, he screamed and shouted and cried and fell down on the ground. He just fell on the ground. Now, like crying and with much pain and suffering, he was lying down. Bhante took that 2 pieces of pittu into his alms bowl and went to this boy. It's something really amazing. This Venerable Arahant Mahamoggalana Bhante doesn't speak any word. He doesn't say anything. He sat down on the ground and started eating the food he offered. And that boy was lying down crying with pain. Pain of what? Being bitten by a venomous serpent. It's a black snake. That black snake bit when he was running. He bit on the leg, on his leg, and he fell down. Now, this man, he was so in a very hard, painful feeling. He kept his arms, the palms together, keeping his palms together, worshipping and crying with a pleasant mind. He rejoiced in the good merit he collected. I offered dana. That dana was well offered to the Mahasangha. I did this, even though I have this pain. So he forget about the pain and the suffering. With that confident mind, he died. He died and was born into the Tavatimsa heavenly world. When he was born there, he gained many things about the heavenly pleasures, the food, the music, and the deities around him, and the mansion. Everything was very comfortable and luxurious for the good merit he collected. And when our Mahamoggalana Bhante was visiting the Tavatimsa heavenly world, this Deva came and paid venerations. And this Bhante questioned, you are very beautiful, shining forth in all the directions. What is the good merit that you have collected to have been given such a luxurious heavenly happiness in this heavenly world? He said, O Venerable Bhante, I am that poor boy who offered the pittu to you, Bhante. That was the only good merit, only good karma I have collected ever when I was in the human world. This is the result of that good merit. See, he got the perfect opportunity to collect the good merit by giving dana for Mahasangha to Arahant Bhantes. So even today, when you give something to Mahasangha, you should recollect the qualities of Mahasangha. I am giving this to the Mahasangha, including the Arahant Bhantes lived in the past. It doesn't matter you give something very little. It doesn't matter you give something not delicious, but you have that confidence in your mind regarding the Mahasangha, the disciples of the Supreme Buddha, then the good merit is not small, it's not simple. Okay, this goes to Hiru.
Answer. Monks. These are the three supreme objects of confidence. This is the meaning of what the Blessed One said. So, with regard to this, it was said.
Sadhu, sadhu. Subodha.
Answer. When one understands through the Dhamma the qualities of the unsurpassed Buddha, he who is worthy of offerings, then his confidence, placed in the Supreme Buddha, is supreme.
Yes.
Yes.
Here, when we read in Pali, after me, Aggato ve pasannanam
Aggato ve pasannanam
aggang dhammang vijanatang
Aggam dhammam vijanatam.
agge buddhe pasannanam
Agge buddhe pasannanam.
dakhineye anuttere.
Dakhineya anutte.
Shivan and Savisha.
Confidence placed in the Supreme Dhamma produces the happiness of dispassion and peace. One should also place confidence in the Supreme Sangha, the unsurpassed field of merit.
One should also place confidence in the Supreme Sangha, the unsurpassed field of merit. Agge dhamme pasannanam viragopasame sukhe agge sanghe pasannanam
Agge sanghe pasannanam
punyakhette anuttere.
punyakkete anuttere.
Isra and Lahansi.
One who gives gifts to noble ones who possess supreme qualities develops supreme merit. As a result, he experiences supreme long life, beauty, fame, reputation, happiness, and strength.
As a result, he experiences supreme long life, even you are born in the human world or heavenly world. Beauty, even in the heavenly world, the human fame, reputation, happiness, and strength, wherever you go. Agasming danang dadetang.
Agasming danam datatam.
Aggang punyang pavaddati.
Aggang punyam pavaddati.
Aggang ayucha vanno cha.
Aggang ayucha vanno cha.
Yaso kitti sukhang balang.
Yaso kitti sukham balang.
These are the things that you gain. Aggang ayucha vanno cha, longer life, one the color and stuff like that. And then ashan.
Amen. So I say, the wise one who gives gifts to the supreme ones and who fully focuses his mind on the supreme Dhamma rejoices in having attained a supreme state by becoming either a god or a human.
Sadhu, sadhu. Wherever you go, you gain the goodness. This too is the meaning of what was the Buddha by the Blessed One. This is exactly as I heard. Aggappasāda medhavi.
Aggappasāda medhavi.
Aggadhamma samosutho. Aggadhamma samahito.
Aggadhamma samahito.
Devabhuto manussava.
Devabhuto manusya.
Aggappatto pamoditi.
Aggappatto pamodati.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So this is the beautiful discourse we learned today. What was the sutta's name again? What was that? What is it?
Aggappasāda Sutta.
Aggappasāda. Aggappasāda. Agga is the foremost. Pasada is the confident. So Aggappasāda Sutta. When you have these three things in your life, what are the three things we learned as Agra or Agga or foremost? The Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. When you have confidence in the Supreme Buddha, that is supreme. The confidence you have that to the supreme thing. The Buddha is supreme among all beings in the entire universe. And then the second thing is the Dhamma is supreme. Dhamma is foremost. Dhamma is the best thing in the world. And then among all groups of people, among all groups of devas, among all groups of Brahma beings, the disciples of the Supreme Buddha are foremost. The Sangha is foremost. Sangha is best. Sangha is the field of merit. There is no any groups in the world more than that powerful or good and foremost. So when you have the confidence in the Supreme Buddha, that confidence you have for the supreme thing. When you have confidence in the Dhamma, that confidence you have for the supreme thing. When you have confidence in the Sangha, that confidence you have for a supreme thing. Then the good merit you gain is foremost for the confidence in the Supreme Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. And then the result you gain for the good merit is also foremost. It is not something. So it's very beautiful explanation. You see that? The result you gain is also supreme. See, that's something beautiful. Monks, those who have confidence in the Buddha, have confidence in the supreme, in what is supreme. For with the confidence in the supreme, the result is the supreme. So if you need that supreme result, what do you want? Confidence. This is the Shraddha, this is the faith. That is what you want. When you have this confidence, Shraddha, the faith, the good feeling about the Dhamma, good feeling about the Supreme Buddha, you gain everything. You gain everything. You gain the wisdom, you gain the opportunity to practice, you gain the knowledge, you gain to listen to the Dhamma, you gain good merit, you gain wholesome things, you gain good rebirth, you gain the path, you gain the noble people around you, you gain a good environment to practice the good Dhamma, and you gain the wisdom, and you gain the ultimate path, fruits of the path, like Sotapanna, Sakadagami, the fruits, Anagami, and the Arhanship. So may this wonderful Dhamma be so helpful to everyone to be free from all the sufferings very soon in this Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu.